Let's try that again. Hey there, Random Lake Esports fans. Sorry about that if this is repeating. It's Coach Itzen here, and again, we're up for another esports match here coming from Random Lake. Today we have the Overwatch team starts their season against the Walnuts of Walden 3 High School in the Racine area. Just wanted to kind of talk about a couple things here. Just real quick, yesterday, for those who missed it, the Smash team started their defense of their regular season state title, Division III state title, by taking a dominating win over the Cardinals of Columbus High School, 5-0. We got some really good action happen there. Feel free to go on over, search RL Esports on YouTube, and you'll be able to find the link there for the video, or you can also catch it on our Twitch page, twitch.tv/Random Lake Esports. As always, all the information from for our esports team is on Facebook at facebook.com/Random Lake Esports. Today we've got some pretty good matches happening on the Overwatch side for Division 3, the division that Random Lake is in. We obviously have Walden 3 against Random Lake. And then we've got some other West Salem, a newer team to the association, is playing Watoma, the defending champions for Division 3. Winnebago Lutheran is playing against Marshall. Fenimore is playing against Real, and Scholzberg and Bruce are playing against each other as well. A lot of new teams this year in Division 3, so it's going to be really interesting to see how it shakes out. And some of the other divisions, some interesting games that are going on. Probably the biggest game of the week, Bayport is playing against Racine Horlick. Both are pretty good teams. Were in the state playoffs, went pretty far. That's going to be an interesting game as it goes on. Some other games in Division 1, we have Racine Case playing Arrowhead, Appleton East playing Menominee Falls, Racine Park playing West Dallas, Wilmot playing Elkhorn, and Union Grove playing Baraboo. When it comes to Division 2, we've got ourselves Division 2, Reedsburg is playing Whitnall, Port Washington is playing Wisconsin Lutheran. Fox Valley Lutheran is playing Monroe. East Troy is playing Bigfoot. No, their mascot is not a Sasquatch. We have asked. Two Rivers is playing Edgewood, and Merrill is playing McFarland. Just so you know, when we look at, the folks that are going to be pretty strong and everything, we look at Overwatch. Elkhorn had won D2's Overwatch. Now they're up in D1, just the way things have hammered out. So that'll be interesting to see this year how Elkhorn and Bayport do in the same in the same division. So that'll be an interesting setup as it goes. Now, when it comes to D3, Random Lake and Walden actually are not in the same conference, so we do have conferences in each division. Random Lake is in the Oasis Conference, along with Watoma, Real, as well as Marshall and Bruce. So that'll be an interesting setup. Walden 3 is in with Fenimore, Scholzberg, West Salem, and Winnebago Lutheran. So we're going to see kind of how that goes and how the conferences kind of hammer out and see. So Random Lake's hoping for definitely a conference victory, a conference lead over the other four, and would love to try to get a division lead. But again, it's really going to depend on how things work with things. So we're just going to kind of see how things go, and we'll kind of go from there. Um, so when it comes to Smash yesterday, standings wise, Random Lake is along with Scholzberg, who Random Lake play next week, are undefeated. I do not know if Real and Wisconsin Dells played, and that is in the Terry Conference. Now, Random Lake did go 5-0, was actually the only team in D3 to go 5-0. So that is going to be a interesting thing there. Here, I got to turn the notifications off on my phone. Happens every week. Trying to see. We did have some other 5-0s happen. Two Rivers, who was in D3 last year and was one of the three teams kind of 6 weeks in with undefeated seasons, did go 5-0 as well with their win in D2 in the Captain Falcon Conference. We also had, and then let's see, I want to see Bayport, unfortunately, is unable to play this week so far to play Union Grove. That game is being, I believe, rescheduled for Friday. That is in D1 in the Mario Conference. Bayport was the all outright state championship for the playoffs last year, as we did. We brought all the divisions together. This year, we're not going to be doing that. So we're just kind of going to sit and try to keep them separate to help out here. So we're still waiting for our invite into the game. It's kind of weird things that happen with with COVID and all that. All of Walden 3, all the walnuts of Walden 3 are going to be virtual today. So they're just trying to get things hammered out and get themselves set up. So just hang in with us. We're still going to be coming through, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. All right, folks. Looks like we got ourselves our invites coming. So just give us a second. We're gonna get the game set up, and we'll be going from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Random Lake Esports against Walden 3, sitting here for basically going to be, it'll be our third year in a row playing each other. A lot of the players we've seen were KX Star, Little Quaz, yours truly. Those all are all players that, you know, we have played against before. Should be a fun match. We're really looking forward to kind of seeing what happens this year. Let's see if the youth that Random Lake has on their Overwatch team with Raccoon and Busy 2K and a couple of the others who have joined, who are playing for the first time with Random Lake, and also are, you know, freshmen, sophomores, are going to be able to hopefully make a difference with playing up against Random Lake themselves. So we'll see kind of how that works. Is going to be an interesting setup here. So we're just, like we said, we start out with control, and this is always a random map, and, you know, trying to capture the point and everything. So we're going to get started here shortly, and we should be good to go. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Traveling to Nepal.
And we're going to Nepal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Again, let's get ourselves set up here, and we'll see kind of what everyone is doing. And like yours truly says, good luck, have fun. Let's go. We're going to have a fun game here today. Hopefully going, like I said, hopefully it's going to be a win. Random Lake has, unfortunately, Walden 3 has had Random Lake's number the last 2 years before this, and we're hoping that Random Lake's hoping that, again, that the youth that we've got in is going to be able to make a difference. Random Lake is running with a Sig. Nope, well, it was going to be with a Roadhog, and Raccoon's on her normal Diva. Crispin Chin on his Reaper. Forbidden Rice is running Tracer, and then we've got, for the supports, we've got Mara and Lucio. And here we go. 30 points till the control point opens up, and we'll see where folks are coming from. Looks like Random Lake is coming right in here. And here's where we got the fight going on already. So it looks like we got over on the Walden side, we've got a... And the objectives are open. We got a Sigma. We got, and I don't know why I'm blanking on the gorilla's name. We've got a Genji and Tracer, and then we've got a Baptiste and Lucio. Here we go. Let's go ahead and follow some folks here. We're going to go ahead and here we go. We got Crimson Chin here on the Reaper, trying to take out the Sigma, doing a really good job of just staying back around the corner. Oh, and it's Winston. That's the name. Winston comes up, tries to take care of Crimson Chin, is unable to do so. Crimson Chin is sitting there trying to make some pressure. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. And we got Raccoon sitting here trying to do some... unfortunately, Walden 3 is doing a really good job at keeping Random Lake off the point, unable to do really any point here. Oh, we've got Crimson Chin, and it looked like the Arloise versus the Moira just sitting ready to go and try to take an attack here. We'll see what happens. Got a bit of a fight going on here. And Winston is down. You know, this fight's happening, and Random Lake's doing not a horrible job, but does lose 3, make that 4. You know, the problem is no one's getting even close to the point at this point. We're at 90%. Walden 3 have 90% on it, and just nothing really happening here. Oh, and we've got a Moira. Moira does take down the Walden Sigma, but nothing really happens. We have 2 people from Random Lake sitting on the point, and they're starting to take time. Oh, Crimson Shin and Busy 2K. Busy usually plays tank, but is playing support to this time, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be enough, because again, we've got Walden 2K gets in, Walden 3K, the Walnuts get in and just kind of try to take care of business, but Random Lake trying to give it on, but they don't have anyone on the point right now, and that is going to be point 1 for Walden 3, Walnuts, or Walden 3. Walden 3 just did a really good job of keeping Random Lake off that point and could not even get close. And Random Lake's really going to need to find a way to kind of get through that pressure, or create enough pressure to get them basically out from just basically setting up and not letting them get close. Let's see if there's any changes here. Random Lake looking like they're going with the same set. Meanwhile, we do have, we're bringing out the Hamster instead of Winston for this set, but that looks like the only change on the Walden 3 side. But yes, the Walnuts are bringing in the Hamster, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of action already down here. We do have a change on us. Instead of the Reaper, we've got ourselves a Hanzo, who promptly, unfortunately, gets taken down. Raccoon's sitting there trying to basically take out Super Zebra, unable really to do so. But we've got contesting on the point, so let's see if we can't get on over to see someone else here. And unfortunately, no more contesting at this point. We've got just a straight fight happening. And again, the fight doesn't happen at the point. Walden 3 has done a really good job of getting themselves in front, away from everything. So they're fighting just outside. Looks like not too far outside the Random Lake spawn point. So at this point, you know, there's just not seemingly anything happening to get around. The only thing Random Lake is going to have to do, if they can come over here and try to kind of sneak around, it looks like RL Esports 2, the Mora player, was just trying to do that, unable to do so. Oh, looks like we do have some action. And unfortunately, he was taken out at this point, so just trying to see if anyone's actually alive at this point. Unfortunately, Raccoon does have her ult at this point, so we're going to see if she's going to be able to use it. She looks like she's trying to flank around, which is a good call, but the problem is that it a lot of times gets too advertised, and there's not much we can do. And unfortunately, it looks like Raccoon took a dive, and unable to do much there. Looks like Random Lake did have some ticks on it, and they are contesting yet again. And we're in overtime, but Random Lake doing their best trying to contest and keep this from being a quick and easy match, but it is looking like Walden 3, the Walnuts are going to be able to take game 1, and they do. Map 1 goes to the Walnuts of Walden 3, and unfortunately, not really much else able to happen there. We'll see, and we got play the game happens with the Corn Dogs Winston from the first half, and they get one. He got 1, he got 2, he got 3 there. So he got a triple kill on that.
Nice and easy. Just how I like it.
All right, so next we have a it's Hybrid is next. So Hybrid's going to be coming up, and that is like we said before, that is a combination of the what's the word I'm thinking of? It's a escort and a attack, assault. So now, because Random Lake did lose, they get to pick the map at this point. When we start talking about hybrid maps, we'll see here, and they will kind of decide what they're going to do. So the available maps for a hybrid map is Blizzard World, Eichenwald, Hollywood, Kings Row, and Numbani. I actually probably have never ever seen a Numbani play. We've seen a lot of Kings Row. That seems to be the one that a lot of folks like to pick. And that is what we're going for. So we'll be going to Kings Row to start out with. And Walden has decided to defend. It's definitely defending is definitely one of I think the smartest moves in the game to do. So they're going to defend, so that way they know how far they need to get. So we'll see kind of how that goes.
Initiating match.
So let's get ourselves over to where the payload is. Like, I always got to. Always seemingly, instead of putting us at where we, should be, and it's a good spot, they always end up putting us in the middle. And then we've got to move. So Random Lake's going to come out of this church over here, pass by the bus, and have to take this spot right here. So Random Lake's running with it. Oh, we're looking at its turret city here. We got the Winston. We got the Raccoons on her Diva. Epic Yeet is pulling the Bastion, and Crimson Chin's pulling the Torbjorn. And then we've got an Anna and Mercy on the supports. As for Walden, they're going to run a Reinhardt and Sigma. and then they're running Junkrat and a McCree, and then Anna and Brigitte. Trying to see if... Yep, it looks like there is a... And it looks like it was taken care of. Looks like there was a quick... what is it? There was a quick Junkrat trap sit there, and oh, Raccoon just goes and blitzes right in. We're gonna have to sit here and see if there's anything good happening here. It looked like that was her, but she must have blitzed right back out here. So it looks like Random Lakes made some adjustments and went kind of more to their normal setup with Busy playing a tank and Forbidden Rice playing a support. That seems to be what they've been doing normally. We've got some action here on the point, but unable to get that clear right now. But we'll see what happens. And we got a pin here. Raccoon's trying her hardest to get up and behind and make some problems, but just keeps getting taken care of. Busy 2K on his Winston, sitting on the point, working the hardest to try to take care of Super Zebra and Asmi, but unable to do so. And we'll follow along with Raccoon here as she's stunned by the Sigma. And with them running basically Sigma and we're running the Brigitte, it's almost like sometimes like 3 tanks over on the Walden side. We got that kind of blitz forward, but she tries to do a real good job of keeping mobile. We'll pop off of her, and Torbjorn is sitting on the point, just kind of running around, trying to. Then Random Lakes got the first tick here, and the Torbjorn gets taken out, but Raccoon's sitting there, trying to do a really good job. She does have her ult, and so if she can get a chance to get there and get in and pop that ult, should be able to do just fine. Random Lake getting ready to try to make another push here. They got a minute 18 to get that taken there, so we'll see if that is a problem. Oh, and here comes the hamster ball. And we are out 60 seconds. And we've got some contestation happening on the point here. Random Lake trying the hardest to get that clear, but unable to do so.
30 seconds remaining.
All systems checked out.
And here we come. 18 seconds. They've really got to make a push and make a push heavy, but. And we'll see if here comes Raccoon making the jump. And we are on the point, 2 seconds to go. And they really have got to stay there. And overtime is ticking. No one's on the... Oh, and Random Lake able to get on the point. And we've got the Bastion on the point. There's 2 ticks. We need 1 more tick. Raccoon trying to do their hardest. And it looks like we might be able to make it here. And bam, they're able to defend that point, get that point, and so we're going to go and do the payload. So, yes, it took a long time, yes, but Random Lake is at least able to get to the escort part. And the payload is moving. Slowly, but moving. Meanwhile, there's kind of a bit of a fight coming up ahead here. Randomly trying to push, keep them back so they can keep this payload moving. Walden seemingly pretty content at trying to find a choke point and just stay there. And here's where we're going to have a little bit of action here. Unfortunately, Random Lake kind of gets forced off the point right now. And
I'm about to shoot you down.
60 seconds remaining.
so Random Lake has 60 seconds to get everyone back past the point here. Get that car way past. They don't have a whole lot of time. Them basically sitting and taking such time as they did in the assault part of the hybrid is just kind of coming to bite them at this point as they get forced back. Everyone is killed at this point, so we'll see what happens. Looks like Random Lake is going to be stuck here with 79.27 meters as they are just unable to get anywhere close to stuff right now. So unfortunately, that is what it's going to be. So Random Lake is going to have to hold off as I'm thinking here, gonna have to hold off Walden, either stop them from taking this point or hold them off and don't let them get 79 meters through the trip. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Right, so Random Lake is gone pretty much with the same setup. We just have a Zenyatta instead of the Anna for the, I believe it was Anna for the second support last time. Meanwhile, we've got a couple changes on the Walden side. They're running a Reaper, they're running a Zarya, they're running a Zenyatta, and they're running a Reinhardt and a Widowmaker. Random Lake has to hold them off for like 4 minutes. And that doesn't look like it's going to happen as Random Lake is taken care of and Walden 3 is sitting on the point already and does take care of the point. So now we're on the escort section and we'll see how fast this gets moving. Trying to find a good spot here. Random Lake trying to set up a defensible position here to push and do a little bit of defense on this, but unfortunately looks like we'll see what happens here, but we don't know if that is going to be a beneficial. Raccoon goes down RLE Sports, the Zenyatta is down. The Reaper goes and takes out the Torbjorn and the Mercy. And this is, we're moving quick and fast and furious. This payload is moving, and that's just not gonna be, there's gonna be nothing that Random Lake is gonna be able to do, and that's gonna be the end of the second map, with Walden taking the second map here.
Play of the game.
It looks like yours truly, is Sigma's gonna get the play of the game. And it's when he pops his ult and drops get through the ult, and everything else drops 4. Epic Yeet did get some votes on the most damage, which is good. All right, so now we're going to escort. And we'll see what we get there. So right. So we're gonna run escort map here, and we'll see what the options here for escort. Escort options are Dorado, Junkertown, Rialto, Route 66, and Gibraltar. All right, folks, here we go. We're going into the escort. Looks like we're doing Route 66.
Initiating match.
So for these kind of maps, this is flat out just a straight send the payload. Now, what ends up happening, I will say this for Random Lake, and this is kind of showing out here. Actually, I mean, this is showing out just total, you know, for everything. But usually Random Lake has a hard time with these maps. So we're going to see kind of how this works. And, you know, we'll go from there. So
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
right, so like I said, we're running Walden 3's running defense. They're running a Brigitte, a Rhine, a Blitz, not Blitz. Sorry, wrong game. Bastion and a Widowmaker and a Zarya and a Mercy. Random Lake is running Torbjorn, Diva, Bastion, Mercy, Hamster Ball, and I think it's Zenyatta. I never remember his name. Yeah, Zenyatta. So, and it looks like what's happened here is Walden 3 has just decided, Walden 3's corn dog has decided to just sit on top of the payload that Random Lake needs to get moving. And with Ryan's shield and Mercy's healing and res, is able to keep the Bastion safe and keeps everyone off of it. So at this point, I mean, there's got to be a way to get the try to get them clear, and at this point nothing is really going well. Crimson Jin switches over to the Hanzo, trying to see if probably can try to pick someone off long distance ways, but they're just Random Lake is just completely being handled by Walden 3 at this point. There's really not much anyone has been able to do. Epic has switched over to his Pharah. So we've got Pharah and Mercy trying to work together. And the Bastion finally goes down, but still, and is rezzed right away by yours truly, but is taken down yet again. So Random Lake may be able to make a push here. That Bastion seems to be the key member in trying to take care of things. We've got a Hanzo ult. Fortunately, doesn't get anyone taken down, but is able to at least force some folks off. Raccoon's trying to survive, unfortunately is unable to do so, and out comes Random Lake again, trying to get something taken care of. Unfortunately, Epic Eat comes out and flies out and gets taken down right away, and that's because Random Lake is unable to sit and take advantage of the Bastion not being there. The Bastion is back on the point, and back on the payload, and is just Random Lake is unable to do anything. Raccoon goes and drops the ult, but it's not close enough really to take care of anyone. And you know, this is just going to be unfortunate. I mean, Walden 3 is looking incredibly strong. It's very much looking like a team that is going to end up being a force to be reckoned with in D3 this year when it comes to Overwatch. Just not, you know, just dominating performance here on this half of map 3, and just not much that could be done there, at least when it comes to that post.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
One second, as we're getting started, I'm gonna check some because we're losing frames here, and I don't know. So truthfully, one would hope Random Lake might sit and try to copy the same thing, but nope, doesn't look like it. Looks like we're trying something completely different. We've got a Doomfist, obviously the Diva, and it's over because Walden was able to get that thing to move just enough to be past what Random Lake did. So there's not much that could be done here. And of course, I mean, I would say play the game. Yeah, I mean, it should be the entire time because a corn dog from Walden playing the Bastion just dominating at this point. And so Random Lake is unfortunately going to take a loss here as they took 0-3. So we'll see here. We still play the assault map at this point, but we'll see what happens. For those of you who are watching the stream, are you guys noticing any issues with the display or anything like that? Because I'm getting errors and I don't know where they're coming from. So just want to see if you guys are noticing anything. Please let me know in the chat so we can I can try to fix them if we can, or at least for next week, because obviously cannot really fix them midstream. So we've got an assault map. Now, last time we were getting our stuff taken care of, we were getting handled here. We were able to take care of business on the assault. So we'll see if that is something we do this time. And you guys will be fine. You know, we'll get that figured out, and hopefully things will work out and we can take this. Otherwise, you know, it's like I said, Random Lake is a very young team. If you look at it, Raccoon, Forbidden Rice, Busy 2K, and RL Esports 2 all did not play for Random Lake this year. We also have another new player that plays on the RL Esports 3 account that is brand new as well. So we've got 4 brand new players. We got folks like Online Gamer, who's not in yet. He's unfortunately unable to play from home, so he should be returning and be available next week. Clout Rims, who plays our Moira, really strong Moira player, is not here this week. And we got a few other folks who aren't here. So this, hopefully next week and everything, we'll have a bit of a stronger match and stronger showing. But, you know, Walden 3, you know, for a new team for us to go up against a team that is extremely strong in Walden 3, it's kind of tough for us to handle. So we're hoping that next week it'll be something we basically get this tough game done and out of the way. Following along with Crimson Chin here, he's already gotten, was able to get 1 kill. Oh, takes a hit by Super Z by the Ash, but is able to take her out. Pop on over here, Raccoon, along with Busy 2K trying to go in and cause some damage here, but gets ejected out of her suit. Got to wait a little bit to get her suit back here. Hopefully she's going to survive before they get another one. And there, oh, just as she's trying to get in her suit, she gets taken out. And there's a Hanzo ult. Is he going to get anyone out? Does not look like it. Oh, it's taken out.
My ultimate is ready. Let's use it.
It's 2 more deaths towards Random Lake. Raccoon's got her ult that just needs to get up there so she can drop the ult down. And oh, and here it comes. And unfortunately, oh, does get yours truly, but that's it. But yours truly just gets rezzed right away by KX Star. It's just not much able to happen on the for the Random Lake side. Epic Eat just got taken out. Not, Random Lake not really able to get out of their spawn at this point. Like I said, Random Lake, Walden 3 is just, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with this year. I would say this, Random Lake, Random Lake will know better about how they're going to play, not from this week. This week is just, it's a tough week for us to do anything with the with this being playing against a team that was state runners up, and with Random Lake having so many new players, whereas they are returning most of their team. So and there is round 1, the first half. Okay, so all that basically has to happen on the Walden side is they need to sit and take just 1/3 of taking the point. So I think that is going to be, I think I'm not going to go out on, I don't think I'll be going out on a limb and saying that is not going to be a difficult thing for them to do. So let's get ourselves over, and I'm going to kind of put ourselves kind of right here so we can kind of see how things move. Trying to see here, I'm going to see if any results have come in while we're waiting.
Ready for battle.
So it looks like we do have a couple in Division 2. Bigfoot and Whitnall of the Hanamura Conference both won, and they're playing non-conference games, and because Port Washington and East Troy both have lost. And it looks like I'm willing to bet those were 4-0 wins, and yes, that would be correct. 4-0 wins. So Random Lake trying to set up here. Crimson Chin has gone and got the, I'm going to pull a blank again. I want to say that's Sombra, but I don't know. The girl with the turrets is what we'll call her. Raccoon's on her Diva. Epic Eats on the Doomfist. And then we've got a Mercy, Sigma, and Lucio. But it looks like, we're already on the point at this point. We've got the Ashe, Mercy, Lucio, Sigma, Zarya and again, same thing. The Sombra. It was just both teams are using it. We got 4-on-4 battle here down on the point. Random like trying their hardest. Crimson gonna switch to the Genji. We'll see if he can get in and make some difference here. The Raccoon's Diva is down, but we're gonna see what we can have happen here. And I think it's gonna be way too late. Oh, Random Lake goes and gets some Crimson Chin's on the point, and but gets taken down, and that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. Random Lake unfortunately takes a tough 0-4 loot loss against and it was Symmetra, not Sombra. I always get them two mixed up. But took a really tough loss against the probably looks to be one of the best teams in Division 3. We'll see kind of how that goes at this point. But yes, Walden the Walnuts of Walden 3 take the lead, take the win, and are able, and will move on, go into the next week 1-0, whereas Random Lake will go down to 0-1 to take the loss. Looking at the schedule for next week, we've got ourselves Random Lake in Overwatch will play against, as it loads here, apologies there. Random Lake is going to go up against, thought I would have had this up. Again, apologies. Random Lake's going to go up against, in Division 3 next week, they're going to go up against Scholzberg in Overwatch. And Walden 3 is going to go up against Real School, which is another Racine school. So that's going to be a kind of a little bit of a grudge match a little bit there. Tomorrow, remember, in JV, we have Random Lake is playing against yeah, I am waiting. Apologizes for the waits. Random Lake's JV team is going to go up against we're going to go ahead and quit this. I think Overwatch is making stuff run a little slow for us here. We'll go ahead and exit and kind of close that off there. And we're not really starting soon, but I wanted to get you guys a idea of who we're playing against this week. So we have a game tomorrow starting at right around the same time, 3:45. The stream should start, and that is going to be against the we'll get the team here, and I apologize. Usually I have this up, but I did not get it up today. We're going up against We're going up the Cardinals of Thorpe High School tomorrow in JV, starting at 3:40. Stream will start at 3:45. Match should start right around 4. Like I said, Overwatch on next week is going up against the Miners of Scholzberg. And it turns out, it looks like, yes, for Varsity Smash Brothers on Tuesday, they're playing the Miners as well. So, again, thanks, folks, for joining us today for Random Lake Esports. A tough loss against Walden 3, and hopefully the next week's match will be a better match, and we'll kind of go from there. Again, thank you for joining us, and go Rams.